Local doctors had their hands full with folks losing their footing on all this ice. So Wale Aliu is live with advice on how to slip and fall without landing in the hospital. There really is a way, apparently. Wale?
Jack, I just got off the phone with Kettering Health Network officials, and they say just within their network of hospitals, yesterday they saw 50 people come in with incidents or injuries from slipping and falling on the ice. And today was a little bit better. Obviously, the conditions weren't as bad throughout the day. They're getting worse now. It's already starting to snow. But we have tips for you so that you're not a statistic. Once the freezing temperatures turn the snow and rain into ice, drivers aren't the only ones who need to be concerned.
I usually just slip and fall down and get back up, but getting a little older now, it hurts a little more.
We saw 58 patients in a 12-hour shift, and generally we'll see around 40.
ER Physician John Kihm says the icy streets are to blame.
Most of the injuries are when people try to catch themselves and they'll land on their hand or their wrist and bend it backwards, and we'll see a lot of wrist injuries and fractures, twisted knees, torn ligaments.
Now, if you don't have to get out and walk in these icy conditions, don't. Just stay home. And if you are going to walk in these conditions, the simplest tip is to look down and watch every step. And then if you do start to slip and fall, there's actually a technique to it.
The hands hit the ground. It just helps to keep the hands down and dissipate the force a little bit, so we're staying close to the ground.
Jeremy Roadruck is trained in martial arts and has mastered the technique of falling with minimal injury.
Once you curve and get low, 90% of the problem is gone because there's nothing there to get broken.
After his mom slipped on ice a few years ago,
she'll never be able to drive a car. Her vision is slightly off.
Roadruck decided he would teach others his techniques, including me.
As soon as you feel your body start to break balance, squat and roll. That's it. So from here, there it was, good. So now do it, close your eyes. And the reality is you're going to fall. The ground's always there to catch you. It's not always gentle. So how can you mitigate as much of that as possible?
Now, one of the biggest lessons I learned from taking Jeremy's class here is that it's not always the first fall that gets you injured and sent to the hospital. Sometimes when you're trying to balance yourself and you get back up, or trying to get back up after the first fall, you're off balance, you're disheveled, and sometimes it's that second fall that could be worse than even the first one. For now, that's the very latest here in Centerville. Wale Aliu, ABC 22 News.